So today we're going to share with you how we turned one idea into over 6 figures in sales in just 1 month.
And it's a little bit unorthodox. Let's just tell you that right off the bat, and we're going to share some really cool stuff with you here. But it is unorthodox.
So it was January time last year, and we were just moving out to Dubai, and we were going into a launch phase, but we had 3 offers that we wanted to promote and to fill out. And we decided to do this launch, but do it very, very differently. And we actually decided to do this launch and not sell anything at the end of it, which you might be thinking, well, why would you do that?
Yeah. So you may have been to events before, online workshops, webinars. You may have hosted them before, and you may have gone into gone through the teaching phase, the education bit, the workshop style bit, and then just assumed that you can sell, assumed that people are going to want to buy, and just gone for it, even though you've not really maybe warmed people up, or you've not been warmed up if you've been on the receiving end. So we thought about this really carefully and thought, right, how can we do this? How can we communicate our 3 offers that are all slightly different to different categories of person or business owner, and do it in a way that feels good to the audience, but also makes us money, fills our programs out, and sets us up for a really, really successful year. So we had to think about it really carefully. So what we did is we're going to share with you in a moment.
Yeah, so we had a goal to reach £100,000 in sales from this launch. Like I mentioned, we had 3 offers, so it wasn't really going to be too difficult to reach that goal, but we had to nail the strategy, and that was the most important thing, because we knew that there were different people at different levels. There were some people who were just starting out, there were some people who had been in business for a little while, but they just weren't seeing the results they wanted, and there were people at a bit of a higher level who still had the same challenges, but they had seen a lot of success in their business, and they were now looking to reach that next level. So we put together our launch event, invited everyone to come and join, and at the end of the event, now we told people all the way through, we're not going to sell to you at the end of this event, we are not going to sell to you at the end of this event, and we didn't. All the way through we did tease and we did talk about how people could work with us, but we never officially said sign up here or here's the link, buy now.
Yeah, so with this huge event, there were certain pressures, external pressures that were going on outside of the business that we needed to deal with, and we did the 3-day, 4-day event and basically gave everybody a free free review session call, which wasn't.
It was a business strategy session for 2022.
Yeah. Now the key thing here is this was not categorically not a sales call. We wanted it to lead to sales, but they were not sales calls. Mm-hmm. And this is the really, really important thing. And I'm going to do another separate video on this, on how to or what not to do on a free coaching call, because this is what they were. Now, we set these up in such a way that really helped people in the moment and really, really helped people feel good and gave them some strategy and helped them with mindset. And then it allowed us to take that further with them. Mm-hmm. But it was a huge risk, massive event, like hundreds of people, and we didn't sell anything. But what that turned out into was £100,000 sale month, which is absolutely incredible. Yeah. I think it was 30 days it ended up, over 30 days, which is absolutely insane. Now, there's many people who have gone out and tried to replicate that or duplicate that, and that's amazing, but there's a certain way to do it, and there's certain language, there's certain communication styles that you've got to do it, and you've got to be really true and authentic and coming from a place of integrity to make sure that you do it right.
Yeah, so that was the strategy piece, but I think it's also important to share that we went all in with manifesting this result. I'm big into manifestation, we're big into mindset work, and we spent a lot of time really getting excited and celebrating this result before we even entered our launch. And you might have heard us talk before about, the power of future pacing, the power of visualizing, the power of setting that intention and actually experiencing those feelings of what is it going to feel like when we welcome in this many clients and we reach our goal of £100,000 in sales. Yeah. So every single day we were getting so excited and so buzzed and so passionate about this, and the results were the results. We got there, we reached that goal, and it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and something we're doing, at the moment, as the time of the recording, we're getting back into that. We don't maintain that level of intensity throughout the year because we don't need to, and B, you'd probably get a little bit worn out or bored. But what we're able to do is dive back into it and be a bit more intentional with certain things, or be a lot more intentional with certain things when we're going into a launch phase, or when we're going into an event stage, or when we're going into a certain time of the business. We're able to be way more intentional with our mindset work and what we think and what we feel, and the decisions that we make as well. And the decisions that we make impact the rest of our lives as well. So, when you can go right, could you go left? When you say, no, could you say yes? Or when you say yes, could you say no? So there's certain things that you're going to be able to do as well in that launch phase, or that period of time within your business, that will allow you to harness the power of manifestation, the law of attraction, and all of that stuff that we totally believe is true and real, because it proves itself every single time.
Yeah, and we'll just leave it here. If you'd have asked us maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, do you think that you will ever have a month where you make £100,000 in sales in 1 month? I probably would never, ever, ever have believed you. So if you're watching this video right now and thinking, oh, that could never be me, I could never do that. I was that person. We were those people. Like, we saw it happening. We knew it was possible for people, but did we think that we could make that happen? Probably not. But we did. We got there. And this is what I want to leave with today is, you can set crazy goals, audacious goals that you think, is that actually really possible for me to do that? But if you keep going, you stay consistent, you stay true to yourself and your values and all of that, you will get there if you want to create that impact enough.
Yeah, and here's the thing, it's not going to happen. It's probably not going to happen every single month. Might not even happen every single year. It's up to you what you do in your business, but it's having that belief that you can achieve it. And then once you've achieved it, you can replicate it, you can duplicate it, you can do it again, you can tweak it, you can make it different. You're in charge of what happens because you believe. Well, not just the fact that you believe it. It's possible because you've actually done it before in the past, and that gives you the drive to do it again, because it's not just possible for someone else, it's possible for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are sharing something really exciting with you. Click in the link in the description, check out what we've got going on, and we would love it if you could leave a comment, let us know how you found this video. Was it inspiring?
Was it useful?
Did you learn something? And also hit subscribe if you haven't yet. We would love, love, love to get to know you more.
Yeah, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you soon.
Bye.